should we talk about your laser?
We should talk about the laser.
Hey, Tubby.
Hey, Pat.
What is that you have there? What is
This?
that? Yeah, what is that?
This is a closet rod that I
What?
engraved. What do you call it? The rod from your closet?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a clothes a hanger. No, the hanger goes. The thing the hanger goes on.
When I wrote the blog, I searched Amazon for closet rod, and I found closet rod. So that's what I'm calling it. This is a closet rod. It was 4 feet long, and I chopped it up into 6-inch segments to test and tinker with this Ortur YRR 2.0 rotary roller. But it's cool. It's for engraving cylindrical objects.
Like, how do you engrave them? Like what?
With the laser. Like
there's a laser.
There's a laser. I've got the Ortur Aufero Laser 2.
And I'll
laser
spell that
engraver.
correctly and put it on the screen, Tubby.
That's nice. Well, I said it right.
You said
You're
it,
the
yeah,
one
but
that
you
has
didn't
hard
spell
times.
it right. I don't.
They sent me both the laser engraver and the rotary tool to review, and I
So
broke
just
it
for
up
everybody's information, FYI, the company reached out to Brian and sent him a free laser engraver.
Yeah.
So he may
They
be
sent me
slightly biased, but I trust him anyway because
I'm a little bit biased.
But Brian's a bit of a butthead. If he doesn't like something, he'll tell you. He's not gonna pull any punches.
Let's see, what's my track record? I think there was one product that I got sent, and I sent an email to the people and said, hey, listen, if I write about this, it's not going to be complimentary. I haven't had a great time. How would you like to do this? And they just asked me not to publish anything. So if I've published something, it's what I think. The rotary tool goes beneath. You have to raise the whole engraver up a bit because it's about that tall. I don't know how tall it is. And then the material is also, and then the laser goes across the very top.
And it has to be a particular distance to focus correctly. It has a range.
They have a little focus. It looks like a credit card that you just set under there and you adjust the Z
you have to
height.
get the height right.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And then you have to position it towards at the top of the top dead center. Is that right? No.
I don't think that's right, but it's close enough.
At the very top of your object. And then this was the challenging part. You have to configure it inside your
Lightburn.
Your engraving software, Lightburn. I use Lightburn. And the company did not provide any kind of guidance or setup for either Lightburn or Laser Gerbil. They have great directions on how to assemble it. It was a kit. I put it all together and then I looked at it and I said, well,
what now?
What now? And at first I thought, well, hey, that's going to be disappointing. But then I actually kind of had a lot of fun just tinkering with it and trying something and seeing if it worked and then trying something else and seeing if that worked.
Well, anything with a laser is fun, because a laser's involved.
There's lasers involved. And smoke. There's lots of smoke.
Tons of smoke.
With the wood. That's fun. So I found a video from the Louisiana Hobby Guy. I think that's his name, but if it's not correct, we'll put it down at the bottom. And he had a guide. He uses a different engraver than I do, but everything that he did inside a Lightburn to get the rotary tool working. And that was a great starting point for me. It wasn't quite right. The Aufero Laser 2 has 2 stepper motors for the Y-axis, and I unplugged only one of them, so it was still moving a little bit. And I was like, why is it doing that?
Yep.
It's like,
the two stepper motors might not be controlled by 2 different drivers either, so it might just it's just 2 sets of pins.
Yeah.
So it has no way to control just one, probably.
Yeah. You'll have to maybe put one of my tweets up. I kept getting mirror images of everything. I probably had the I probably had the rotary tool positioned wrong. I needed to rotate it 180 degrees.
Well, and that might
But
not
like,
work. It still might be mirrored even if you do rotate it.
yeah,
But
I
I
wound
know
up
there's a
doing
button in Lightburn to fix mirror
that's
problems.
that's how I fixed it. I was like, that's backwards. But then this is just because I'm a bonehead. I've got 2 licenses to Lightburn, so I was working and designing things on my desktop computer, and then saving them and opening them up on my laptop. And something doesn't persist. Like that, whether that option is enabled in Lightburn is not part of the file that you save. It's like a machine setting or something. And I was getting them backwards, and I'd go in there and I'd do it, and it was wrong. And I've got it. I don't know if you can see them. Just about every one of those in the background there is backwards, or a mirror image of what it needed to be. But I had a ton of fun just engraving these dumb little well, it's just pieces of scrap material.
Curtain rods.
Curtain rods. I got I play softball, beer league softball on Friday nights, and I was hoping that I could engrave my bat, and maybe I still could, but it's the bats are they're a carbon fiber composite, and I was a little worried about things getting melted
is the bat
ruined.
black?
It is not black.
That's a good sign because that means you could probably burn whatever's on top of whatever paint or.
That's what I was thinking, that I could maybe test on an old bat and get a right setting where I don't really scuff the surface of the bat at all. I'm just.
Yep.
I bet you it's a wrapper, some sort of.
Yeah.
Maybe vinyl? I don't know.
Could be powder coated. It could be anything.
Yeah. But then
Plastic
I also learned.
Dipped, like literally, just dip it in. Dip it
it
in
might be.
like a custard in a cone. You know how they do that
Yeah.
at the
Ice cream shop.
Yeah.
But then I learned from one of my friends that that's illegal. Like, in the governing body of beer
Not
league
literally
softball.
illegal. You're not going to jail
not like
for it.
against the law, but they'd throw the bat out. You know, the umpire inspects all the bats ahead of the game. And if they don't have the right marks or if they've been modified at all, they'd get thrown out.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get to do that, but I did buy the cheapest wooden bat that I could find on Amazon.
Yep.
And I engraved my face on it. That was fun.
How much does the Ortur laser and roller machine? How much would we have to pay for something like that?
It's $80, which I thought was
that's the roller,
a pretty good deal.
The laser.
The roller, yeah. The laser. Oh geez. Now see, this is 3 weeks ago. I can't remember. I think the laser's between $380 and $400.
Okay.
And the rotary tool is $80. I've mostly done wood. You know, like plywood. I cut on just the engraver. I cut a whole heck of a lot of Amazon boxes, like cut, engraved, obliterated.
That's one of my favorite things about laser cutters because you can use all that scrap material that you get every week from Amazon. Do something with it.
Something fun.
Yeah.
Metal itself.
You could probably stick beer bottles in there to get some practice on glass. That would be the equivalent of an Amazon box.
That's a good idea. They're dark.
Yeah, they'll probably absorb a lot of light.
Yep.
Instead of reflecting it. Well, I shouldn't even say that because I don't know enough about the frequencies of the light. Like the CO2 lasers, glass is opaque to the CO2 laser, I think. But I don't know about yours. I don't know enough.
I watched one video where a guy did some stemware, some wine glasses, but he it looked like he used a marker to color. I mean,
probably, and then you burn the marker becomes the non-reflective, non-transparent surface.
Unfortunately, that video from the name of the channel, I don't think he and I had a language in common, but he didn't have any text. It was just him doing stuff and music in the background. But yeah, he painted it colored somehow, black, and then he watched it all, and it looked like it was etched. I mean, it wasn't black. It was just like the
Yeah. Well, it absorbs the heat from,
yeah.
and that melts the glass a little bit.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think.
I bet you that. I bet you're right.
I only remember this stuff from when we bought the CO2 laser at the Makerspace, and it's been a few
Yeah.
years, so it's. Don't try. I've slept since then, so I could be a little off, but I think that's about how it works. And it's similar. That's similar for why you do this on metals too, because the metals are all. You know how metals are shiny because you move them around and
Yep.
they reflect. It wants to reflect the laser, not absorb it.
If you guys think Pat was wrong, let us know in the comments down below.
I think I was wrong, but I might be right. I'm about 50-50 at least.
I'm betting on you, Pat, not against you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.